Live shot this morning from the Century Plaza Hotel and Spa. It's 8:42, and this weekend, it's only an hour, but the time change, Dr. Lu, can really do a number on our bodies. What kind of people are impacted the most by this in a negative way?
So in the fall, it is a bit of an easier time change than the spring time change, but sleep can still be affected by as long as a week after the time change. The people who are most affected are the people who already have a sleep debt.
Oh, no.
Yeah. People who have poor sleep to begin with, and people who have disrupted sleep, people who have difficulty sleeping. Those are the people who are going to be most affected.
So it's an extra wallop for people who are already suffering.
It is, definitely. So you want to try and catch up on your sleep debt if you can.
Now, don't rub it in, but let's find out who can handle the time change in the fall the best.
People who are night owls, so people who are night, people who have more energy at night will handle the fall time change better. And then people who are morning people are going to handle the spring time change better.
So I also know that in the fall, I was just looking at at some facts on this, is that they noticed that there's more accidents Sunday night, not on the morning after.
Exactly. So in the fall, the main health consequence that people have noticed is that there's more accidents Sunday night. It may be due to people staying up later, right, and the darkness. In the spring, we notice more car accidents Monday morning. We also notice more heart attacks, more suicides on Monday morning, more workplace injuries, more people cyber loafing, which is work unrelated internet activity.
I hadn't heard that one yet.
Yeah.
Cyber loafing.
Cyber loafing.
So what can we do about it? So we know that a lot of us are going to be impacted by the time change negatively, our children as well. What are some really concrete things that we can do to battle it?
So we talked about sleep debt. So if you do have sleep debt, try to catch up on your sleep debt. So sleep in for as long as you can and let yourself awaken spontaneously, naturally for a few days until you can wake up without an alarm. And then
that's tough for some people to accomplish.
Yeah, especially if you have to work and stuff like that. And another thing you can do is make sure you spend time outside during the day and get natural sunlight. And then in the evening, you want to turn down the lights, and that will help your body adjust its circadian rhythm so it'll know when is daytime and when is night.
Well, you know, yesterday, right about this time, I was actually talking with the painter Robert Bateman, and he was talking so much about how important it is to be outside, in the outdoors, in the woods. This is a great opportunity because the benefits of it are so real.
Yes, for sure. There's definitely a lot of benefits, health benefits for being in nature and being outdoors in the sunlight. Of course, you have to put on sunscreen to protect your skin.
Year-round.
Yes, year-round.
Can we just wrap it up by talking about how to help our kids with the time change? A lot of the time, as a mom, I go, is this the time where I get to put them to bed and trick them into what time it is? But, you know, how do we help them as human beings deal with the adjustment?
Kids tend to have a more regimented sleep schedule. They tend to sleep at certain times and get used to it and need that to be healthy. So what you can do is move the time change by 10 to 15 minutes each night. And if you start tonight, Thursday night, and move it by 15 minutes each night, 15 minutes later each night in the fall, then by the time it's Sunday night, they'll be set.
All right, great. Well, I know I'm going to start doing that with my children tonight. I always hear all these great tips on breakfast television, and then I think it's for you guys at home. I go, that's me too. It's so great to just have those seeds planted and know that tonight we can put them to bed 15 minutes later, and you'll be helping them with the time change. Saturday night, we fall back. Spring ahead. I always have to say the little one. Spring ahead, fall back. Saturday night when you go to bed. Thank you so much for joining us again on breakfast television. You look lovely today.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.